Hello, welcome back to my channel. We're on to the 5th hour-long reading sprint for Dewey's reverse readathon. Um, Starts in about 10 minutes, give or take a little bit. So I'm just going to do a quick check-in. I've been listening to From Beirut to Jerusalem. I've gotten to about 75%, give or take. I'm not going to continue that for hour 16. I am going to. I Married You for Happiness by Lily Tuck. So, this is a book that's left over from Tar, and I've finished about 50%, a little over 50%. It's not a long book, but I didn't finish it, and I vaguely know what's going on. So I'm going to probably just have to restart it, which is okay. It's not a long book, and focusing on it, I should be able to finish in about 1 or 2 sprints, I figure, or 1 or 2 hours, I should say. So I'm working on that. For hour 16, I'm going to restart it and see where I get. I also started a new crochet project. This is the bottom of a bag, and it's going to be one of those Japanese bags that has 2 different lengths of handles, where the small handle hooks over the big handle, and it's a single-handled bag that self-seals, kind of. Because I've been wanting to try making one of those, so I'm just going to make one. And if I finish it before tomorrow, it can go to the fair as one of my projects. So that's the plan. I fed all the cats their breakfast. I was going to say I'm not the breakfast lady, but they were giving me looks like, it's breakfast time, you're awake, where's breakfast? So I did that. And I've got a last slice of pizza for breakfast. And probably more coffee. At some point it stops working as well, but I haven't had that much coffee, actually. Like 2 cups of coffee in the entire readathon so far, and 1 soda. So as far as caffeine goes, I'm only slightly higher than my normal intake right now. So I've been doing pretty good. I've been drinking water instead of caffeinated beverages, half the time, at least. So I might make another coffee. Maybe I'll do the audiobook while I make the coffee and then switch to the print book. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, I'm anticipating finishing From Beirut to Jerusalem tonight if I don't finish it by 6 o'clock. The 6 o'clock cutoff is important because I'm using this readathon for the 24-hour prompt for the hardest reading challenge you've ever done. And for that, the books you count have to happen within the 24 hours. And if you fall asleep, that's the end of your 24 hours, unless you want to start over. So, since I'm going to be awake anyway, I'm going to just see how long I can go. I suppose if I'm going with the stopwatch method, like actually counting the number of hours that I'm reading, which I think is how a lot of people are doing it, I could cut out the 4.5 hours that I'm going to be gone for work, and just stay up that much longer after 6 o'clock to finish From Beirut to Jerusalem. And I will probably be awake anyway. I'm not going to fall asleep that early. It's just not me. Unless I'm really exhausted. But I don't feel that really exhausted right now. So right now is when I should be expecting to. So, yeah, so either way, I am aiming to try and actually finish books by 6 o'clock just to make it easier on myself to not have to invoke rules that are more complicated. But, I mean, it's my readathon. I can decide what counts within reason. The standard rule applies. If you would be angry if someone else did it, then don't do it. That kind of thing. And personally, I wouldn't care if somebody doesn't count the hours they're at work. That just seems fair. So, either way, I'll see how it goes. 'Cause I have maybe 3 hours of listening time at my speed left in that book. But it is heavy going and the kind of stuff that makes you just frustrated at humans. So, not something I want to do too much more of without a break. And I do have Mrs. Caliban as well that I wanted to read. That if I don't finish From Beirut to Jerusalem within the Dewey's hours, I will finish it by the end of the night. So, either way. Yeah, and I am going to try and finish the rest of my TBR stack that I made for this readathon this weekend. It probably won't completely happen because I did include some literary fiction that's a little longer. But I'm going to see how many I can finish by the end of the weekend. So that is just a little extra. I don't have to. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't. Because I do have the fair judging tomorrow too. So I won't be home all day tomorrow. But I will be home a lot. So we'll see. But I'm going to get started reading and make my coffee. And I will check in when I get home from work, probably. And then again at the end of the readathon. So those will be my last 2 check-ins. And I will be at work during the hour 20 reading sprint. So the other admins will be covering whatever I can't schedule. Because not all platforms schedule posts very nicely. So I'll do the ones that I can, and then they'll cover the rest. And then I'll be back for hour 24. It'll be great. Yeah, hope everyone's having a great reading weekend. And I will check in with you guys in a couple hours. Happy reading, everyone.